All right, ladies, so we are back for part 2 of your 10K a month training. So the first 3 steps we went over last time. I just will recap, and then we have another 3 steps, and all of this stuff is going to be, really embedded in your head for the next month, until we get this into a flow so that you are making consistent 5 or 10K months, or 15K or 20K or 100K, whatever it is that you want. So the first step is to believe that it's easy. It is easy for you to make $10,000 a month. It's easy for me to make $10,000 a month. You have to really believe that it's easy, that it's not going to be a struggle, that it's not hard, that you deserve this money, and that it's very easy for it to come into your life. So believe it. The second step was to actually just start to figure out exactly how many people you need to help this month with the programs and packages that you currently have, and figure out how you can possibly get that $10,000 through your work. So is it for you to sell 2 $5,000 packages? Is it for you to sell 10 $1,000 packages, 20 $500 packages? Whatever it is, get that number in your head so that you know exactly what you need to do, exactly how many people you need to help this month in order to achieve that goal of $10,000 a month. And the third step in the first part was to actually take inspired action, which was to just start to think about all of the different ways that you could bring $10,000 into your life. So these would be ways outside of like your normal package. So obviously I would include that as well, but this can be maybe having a flash sale. Maybe this could be going back to old clients and asking them to re-sign up to work with you. Maybe it's having a yard sale or selling some furniture and old pocketbooks or things like that. Just start to think of all these different ways that money can easily come to you this month. Now, the next 3 steps are going to kind of piggyback off the first. So the fourth step in this process is for you to give your money a home. So this $10,000 that you want, where is it going? Why do you want this $10,000? What is it going to be used for? Is it going to be used to hire a mentor? Is it going to be used to upgrade your website? Is it used to pay bills? So actually write out everything that this $10,000 is going to help you achieve, pay off, or get. So, is it so that you can, hire a VA? Maybe it's to pay off some bills. Maybe you're going to use $2,000 to buy a course or a program, and then spend another $2,000 for something else, and then save $6,000. Whatever it is, make sure that it has a home. If you have any extra, I would just put that in the savings tab. So it still is going somewhere. It's going towards your savings, maybe going towards taxes. Who wants to do that? I just did that over the weekend. So just whatever it is, this $10,000, I want you to give it a home and have laid out exactly what this money is for. So the next step is to take inspired action. So you want to take take massive action. So last time we did inspired action, and now I want you to take massive action. That means start to put the ball in motion. Start to get this going. So what would it take for you to get those 2 clients at $5,000 a month? Does that mean guest blogging? Does that mean hosting a teleseminar? Does that mean hosting a webinar? Does that mean having a sale or a flash sale? So start to think about some of the things that were on your inspired action list and move some of those things over into your massive action list. What are you actually going to do to make this happen? What types of things do you have to start to implement and start to put into motion in order for this to happen for you, in order for you to make the $10,000 a month? So let's just recap here. We have believe, which I think is probably the most important one. Believe that making the $10,000 is easy. I want you to start to figure out how this money is going to come into your life through inspired action. Also figuring out how many people you need to help in order for it to happen. Then you're going to take massive action on your inspired action list and actually start to do, because this is the part that I think a lot of people forget. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to manifest $10,000 and, they just sit back and they think it's just going to happen, it's just going to come, but that's not the way it works. You really have to put it into motion, and you have to do the things that are going to bring this $10,000 to you. Also, give your money a home. So where is this money going to? What is it for? Is it for the greater good of you and your family and your business and your clients? So really put that money where it needs to be. You want it for a reason. Write it down. It can be the most selfish reasons. I really don't care. I don't care if it's for you to go, I don't know, get extensions, go on a trip, and then whatever. I don't care. It just has to have a home. And the last and final step is something that I do on a consistent basis since my very first month of manifesting. And this has allowed me to really make these shifts, really believe it's going to happen, really just know that it's going to happen for me every month without worrying a single minute. All right, so the last step is for you to write it in the present tense. So I think I talked about this last week with our money training, but this is really important, guys. So what I want you to do is say, I think we're going to go for, let's go for the end of July, okay? So that you can start to feel your way into this and really get your mindset right in order to start to receive this. So you would get out a piece of paper and actually write this down. Don't just put it in notes on your phone like I normally do. But for this exercise, I actually do write it down. I have a specific journal just for this. So what I do is I actually write down, it is July 31st, 2015, and I have made an additional $10,000 in my coaching practice. I have sold 2 one-on-one packages and 3 spots into my GGG program. This money is going to be used to pay bills, to get my website updated, and to get new branding. And this is for the greater good of me and my family and my clients. That's it. And I write this, and that is my manifesto. That is what I'm going to achieve that month. So you can do this a couple different ways. If you really need to just remind yourself and you really need to have this top of mind, write it out every day. Write it out every night or every day or maybe twice a day. Whatever you need to do to really get this in your head, that this is possible and that this is definitely going to happen for you. For me, I just do it the one time, and I kind of keep it in my head. Like, I know exactly what I need to do. I know how many clients I need to help. I know what my goal is money-wise. I know what date I want it by. So I keep it in my head, but everybody's different, and everything that I do for you guys as far as trainings, I really want you to take what resonates for you and what works for you and leave the rest. So do it however you feel. If you feel like you can do it once and be good with that, then that's perfectly fine. If you feel like you need to constantly remind yourself and tell yourself, every day or a couple times a day, in order for it to really be in your head, then do that. Do what really feels good. But those are the steps. I'm going to recap the steps real quick, and they are, the first step is to believe, and you'll hear me say this a million times, but really believe that that you are worth it, that you are worth the $10,000 a month consistently, and that you can make it happen, that you have the confidence to make it happen and the skills to make it happen, but also that it's easy. That's the best part, is that this $10,000 a month is easy. So get that in your head, embed that in your mind. Making $10,000 a month is easy. That's step 1. Step 2 is to figure out how many people you need to help each month in order to get to that $10,000. And you can do this for any number. So if your number's 5,000, if your number's 20, whatever it is, how many people do you need to help in order to reach that number? The third step is to take inspired action by writing a list of at least 30 things that you can do to bring this money to you, to start to attract this money to you. Oh my gosh, it's thunder. It's about to start raining, so let me hurry up. You guys are going to write a list of 30 things that will take you closer to this $10,000 a month. So it can be anything, even outside of your business, but just get those wheels turning and the different things that you can do to get this money. The fourth step is to give the money a home. So where is this $10,000 going? What are you going to use it for? Are you going to use it to pay bills? Are you going to use it for savings? Are you going to use it to hire someone? Are you going to use it for a program? Are you going to use it to update your website? Whatever it is, give that $10,000, give every single dollar a home. And step 5 is to take massive action on your inspired action list. So choose a couple things, choose those things that you really need to do to get this ball rolling, to put the wheels in motion, to actually achieve this $10,000 a month. It's not just going to happen. It's not going to fall in your lap, and I don't want you guys to think that that is the case. So what can you do? What can you take massive action on this week, this month, to really make this happen for you? And finally, it is to write it in the present. So the date, whatever date it is, if you're going to choose July 15th, July 31st, whatever it is, write it in the present. It is July 31st, and I have created an additional $10,000 of income in my coaching practice. Say it with authority. Say it like you really believe it. Say it like it's already happened. So those are the 6 steps. Thank you guys for listening. I really would love for you to give me some of your insights on this, or as you start to do some of these practices, like, what do you think? What thoughts are coming up? What blocks are coming up? When I say, you know, making 10K is easy, like, what's the first thing that comes in your mind? I want to work this out. I want you guys to work through this, because this is going to be a practice. This is something that you're going to have to do all the time. Until it's really ingrained in you, until it's literally like you brushing your teeth, and you just believe and you know that every single month you can make $10,000 or more. So that is it. I'm gonna go before it starts pouring out here. I will see you guys this week in the Facebook group, and if you have anything, you need anything from me, you know where to find me. Bye.